that's actually doing the work, man.
Then they say all those that were slain upon the earth, man. Basically, hey, Babylon basically is responsible for basically all the deaths upon the earth, man. The so-called white man. That's why I say in Revelation 6, death and hell follow him, man. And his name was called death, man. You know, that's why, and them Arabs know that, man, because every time like they invade one of their land, them Arabs always be saying them so-called Jews is responsible for all the wars of the world, man. You know, which that's true.
Revelation 6 and 4. I started 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, which is talking about Esau. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah.
And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
And then that actually goes into the blessing that Esau received in Genesis the 27th chapter, man. Because like the brother was saying earlier, that man went down for 1,000 years, but then, you know, Yahweh Hashem al-Shai had unleashed him for time to fuck up the world, man, going into the Renaissance period. And he's been ruling in wickedness from that point to now.
Let's name some of his modern day swords.
Let's go.
His military
system.
You got his technology, like, you know, we just mentioned Project Bluebeam. You got
It's basically his germ warfare, which is chemical warfare, which is drugs,
it's pharmaceuticals,
it's diseases,
vaccines and all that.
Back you up.
That's it on that. I got you got something up. Revelation 20, starting at verse 1, going back to which was to the 1,000 years. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand.
The bottomless pit is Europe.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Yeah, and that began with September's Severus. Severus, Salakia. You know, but he had some predecessors that was trying to take that regime down, but that's really focusing on September's, man.
Then it say lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent, the devil, man. Which going back to the garden, man, the serpent, which was the so-called white man then, man.
Why?
And he lay I read verse 2. And he lay hold on the I read it again. He lay hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him.
And the reason why Europe is known as the bottomless pit because they don't have any like natural resources there.
That's why they always going to these other nations, taking these other nations' shit, man.
That's right.
You know, because they can't sustain themselves, man. You know, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled. Yeah,
and then of course, you know, once we was in rulership, you know, and then Yahweh Hashem al-Shai through prophecy brought on the bubonic plague and so on and so forth, man, we started like dying out because our last stronghold, I want to say was it Grenada in Italy? Okay.
Yeah, but like you were saying, we, you know, basically ruled 1,000 years, man, doing that whole Byzantine Empire, man. You hear Constantine and them, that was our people ruling, man.
Yeah, and that started around like 325 AD.
Read this verse again, that he should deceive the nations no more, man, right? So we had actually pushed the so-called white man in the Caucasus Mountains, man, and he wasn't able to push out his wickedness for basically 1,000 years, man. You know, we had him pushing to the mountains, man, and when we was ruling, our people had got caught up in the wickedness, man. You know, we had basically Constantine had with you still had the elect even during that time, man, but you still had 2/3 of you still had the 2/3 too during that time, man. Which Constantine them, they actually had mixed paganism with the Bible, man. You know, so that's why they ended up following, man, because it was still all according to prophecy, man. And after that, he must be loose a little season.
And this is this little season now, beginning, of course, with the Renaissance.
And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh.
Yeah, because and that's the mind frame through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah we have to stay in, man. You know, it's either you know, if they enforce that chip on you, and if you can't escape, you know, I mean, the last result is death.
Right, because this prophecy right here basically going to how they done order all them guillotines, man.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's
hey,
a sweet death, though.
Come.
You close your eyes, man. You in the spirit world in a millisecond.
You know, it's easier said than done, man. But hey, that's why they ordered out, FEMA ordered all these guillotines, man. This prophecy got to come true right here, man. So some of the men of the Lord gonna get beheaded for the witness of Yahweh, man. You know, and for the word of the Most High. And which had, going what you said, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image.
Neither you know, basically you didn't go with that system, man.
Come. Neither had received his mark upon their foreheads.
What is that mark? That mark is going back to Revelation, the 13th chapter that the brother brought out.
Or in their hands.
Or in their hands.
And they live and reign with Yahweh Shah HaMashiach 1,000 years.
Yeah, so basically once the elect is redeemed, you know, they're going to live forever. And Lord willing, we're part of that group.
But this basically telling about how we're going to basically rule and put all the other nations in slavery for 1,000 years, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so all the other nations, you so-called Chinese, Japanese, you so-called Africans.
Right.
Hey, you fucking crackers, man. You going into slavery, man.
No, but Esau, unfortunately for you, you know, you're gonna die. You know, we're gonna gather you up and burn you, but you will come back as a Hamite or an Ammonite or a Moabite.
So got two more.
Mm-hmm.
We got two more verses.
All right, well.
But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were
rest
finished.
Of the dead, that's actually going into the kings of the other nations actually, and that is found. That precept is in all Revelations, the 14th chapter. How it talks about the dead should be stirred up. That's going into the other nations.
See, can I get that word dead right there? And I wonder in Revelation 20 and to prove what the point the brother saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Isaiah 14 too.
And 20 and 5, Revelation 20 and 5. I'm gonna read it again. Prove what you're saying.
Yeah.
But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were fulfilled.
Gotcha.
This is the first resurrection.
All right, now Isaiah 14 and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So that's equivalent to the dead, man. It's the other nations.
Come on. You got it out.
Yeah, the Greek word is nekros, and it says properly one that has breathed his last, lifeless, deceased, departed, one whose soul is in heaven or hell, destitute of life, without life, metaphor, spiritually dead.
Right. It's a more to it. Right? So metaphorically, spiritually dead, it's something else that's gonna say they ain't have no power or something.
Destitute of a life that recognizes and is devoted to the Most High, because given up to trespasses and sins, inactive as respects doing right, destitute of force or power, inactive and operative.
There you go, destitute of force of power, inactive, man. So that's why I say the dead live not again, man, because we're gonna actually have the other nations in slavery, so they ain't gonna have no force of power, man. But after that 1,000 years, we're gonna ease up on them, man. We're gonna give them their land back, but they still have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments,
And
man.
be tributaries.
Right, and be tributaries, but we're gonna actually let them, they's gonna like they living again. Cause just like now, man, like we living, but it's like this ain't living for us, man. We still in captivity, man. We don't got no force or no power, man. You know, we have to live under these wicked laws that this system is set up, man. So going back to this scripture, it's gonna be like this for the other nations, man. But they gonna be living under righteous laws, but we're gonna put theirs in some righteous slavery for 1,000 years, man. You know? This is the last verse. Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection.
Mm-hmm. And that's that first resurrection is actually talking about the 1/3, beginning with the 1/3.
And on the second death have no power.
Mm-hmm.
Which that second death is those nuclear missiles, man. The first death was the flood, man, during Noah time. But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Yahushua HaMashiach and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
And that goes back to the scripture Deuteronomy 7:6, man.
It is.
All right, we hope you were edified. All praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Salutations to you brothers teaching in truth and in sincerity. With that, shalom.
Shalom.
Motherfuckers living.